Today, as I read from my #1 best-selling book, Healthy Business, Healthy You Toolbox, I am reminded once again on why I wrote this book. And one of the things that I want to talk about today is something called human capital, protecting human capital. So when I was writing my book, I actually realized that there was no books out there like this book that I would look for. And this book is dedicated to all my solopreneurs who need to know you are the most important asset in your business. If you're not well, you can't run your business. So one of the things when I was looking and hunting for answers and scouring hundreds of business books, in fact, I consider myself a library card carrier that I will take 30 books out at a time out of the library. So when I say I scoured hundreds of business books in the library, in bookstores, online, searching for a book that would help business professionals with their business and their life and their health. And I found self-help books, I found business books, but I did not find self-help business books. The problem with many business books is they're full of outlines covering what to do in a business on a fundamental level, but not from a real life perspective. Many of these books outline steps of how to run a business, but they don't address how to protect and take care of the #1 asset of your business, which is you. So this is a subject that is near and dear to my heart, and I want to help everyone out there, especially in these times we're facing right now. More than ever, we need to be protecting the most important asset in the business, in your business, which is you. When I wrote Healthy Business, Healthy You Toolbox, I wrote it to the solopreneur. And some of you say, well, Laura, what is a solopreneur? Solopreneur is an independent business professional entrepreneur who works solo. A solopreneur generally runs their own business and provides services that only they know how to do or supply. If they can't do that service or job, there's no one else to do the work for them. For example, people like healthcare practitioners, doctors, therapists, authors, writers, attorneys, independent contractors, home-based business owners. And now more than ever, our solopreneurs, our small business owners are facing some monumental challenges right now due to this global challenge. So this is something that I want to make sure that all solopreneurs and business owners and corporate businesses that are the heads of the businesses, you need to understand this at that level, because so many folks will say to me, well, Laura, I'm not a solopreneur, but you know what? A lot of the things that you talk about apply to me even as a business professional. And this is where I always say folks need to be given kudos for taking a wellness day. It seems like when we want to take a vacation day, it's like, what? You're going to take a vacation day? It's never, hey, that a boy or that a girl that you took time off to replenish and restore and renew yourself. So I think now more than ever, people really need that reset button that says, when we get back to business, how are we going to take care of the most important asset of the business, which is you, right? And even on a corporate level, I say we need a wellness plan. We need to have businesses look at the business and look at the healthy business aspect and making sure that the environment is a healthy environment for the employees, for entrepreneurs that are working as contractors for you in the corporate settings, as well as solopreneurs that are working independently, when they need that time off, when they need to recover and replenish and restore and renew themselves, that they can. So I hope this little segment just helped you, give you a little insight into my #1 best-selling book, Healthy Business, Healthy You Toolbox. And I hope that this snippet of my chapter helps you realize that now is the time. Protect the most important asset of your business. Protect human capital. I truly believe that the type of content that I have in my book, as well as in my programs, should be in every university that has business classes. This is something that is severely lacking in colleges. When my sons went to college, I would always ask them questions, and they never once were told about protecting human capital. So it's not something that is mainstream. As a business visionary, always thinking ahead, and usually I say to folks, well, maybe in 15 years you'll hear what I said 15 years ago, and it'll become mainstream. So it's my wish that this does become mainstream, that teaching others to protect human capital becomes part of business practices, becomes part of healthy business practices. So thank you again. This is Laura Cole Gonzalez. And if you need to reach me for any reason, please go to livewithlaura.com. You can also find me on all social media platforms at Live with Laura.